Welcome to, or welcome back to the Fitness Empowerment Podcast. I'm your host, Danye Phillips, and my goal is to empower you to take that next step on your health and fitness journey. As a fitness, health, and lifestyle entrepreneur, I will share with you stories of triumph, struggle, optimism, and empowerment. Let's dive into today's topic and get you some actionable steps to apply to your journey. Today's episode of the Fitness Empowerment Podcast is an interview of Kip and Jennifer Cummings, who are the creators of an organization called Surfari Pals, and that is a profit and non-profit organization dedicated to helping children and teaching children character development and good manners, which is really, really fabulous. So today, Kip and Jennifer talk all about where this idea came from and what the intent behind it was and what the children learn every month and really what the difference they are making in these children's lives are. And it's so beautiful to hear them discuss the nature of the blessing of a burden and how they've really taken this burden of caring for these children and teaching these children upon themselves, and just the impact they're having is really, really beautiful. So I'm excited for y'all to listen to their story and their passion and their energy. This episode was recorded in a coffee shop, so you will hear a lot of background noise, but we did talk up, so I apologize for that in advance. Other than that, here we go. Let's get into the episode. Welcome to today's Fitness Empowerment Podcast with special guests, plural, Jennifer and Kip Cummings, the owners and creators of Surfari Pals, which is all about teaching children about building character, proper etiquette, manners, and how to choose healthy foods and exercise in a way that makes it fun. So Jennifer and Kip, thank you so much for just being here and coming to grab coffee with me and taking the time out of your day to be on the show and sharing what you guys both do with both your profit and nonprofit side of this organization. So thank you for being here.
Well,
Thanks for having us, Danye.
Absolutely. We created, or I started creating Surfari Pals with the hopes of getting kids back out there being active, mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, so that they can be, good citizens and productive people in their own communities.
Awesome. Yeah. I love that. And how long has Surfari Pals been around?
Well,
that's kind of a tricky question.
Yeah. I actually started thinking about Surfari Pals all the way back around 1988, 89 was when my ideas started coming into fruition. I had a little auto detailing business in Southern California that I started after getting laid off, and it kind of formed from there, and I just kept slowly developing it, and Jennifer really is the one that helped get me going. We've only known each other less than 10 years, but her idea was quit talking about it and start doing it. And I think she just literally got tired of hearing me saying one day. And she said, either put up or shut up.
I did. I remember I was standing at the top of the stairs. It was 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. 5 years ago. And he said something about, well, one day I'm going to have a Surfari Pal for this. And I just turned and looked at him and I said, you either do something with your Surfari Pals or shut up talking about it.
Oh my gosh.
And had no clue that statement would send us off on a journey to where we are now. And right. I'm like, how did we get here? It's 5 years later. Mm-hmm. And so we started developing the characters, hired an artist, got some things on paper. And it still took a long time in the underground kind of work. We wanted to make sure we had a great foundation, and we wanted to develop this entire program completely debt-free. So it was, we're getting a bonus here, so that's Surfari Pals. And then as kids started graduating college, we had a couple of years ago, we had 4 in college all at one time. So
that's a pricey penny.
Yeah, we didn't spend a lot on Surfari Pals at that time, but as kids started getting out on their own, we just decided that we're just going to go for it. We set a goal and we figured out what we needed to do to get there, and we just went all in and we're like, let's get it done. So we had started developing the characters a little bit at a time, but that's when we really started writing the stories, putting the curriculum together, starting to talk to people, started going to school boards and principals and say, hey, it's free. Let us come in and try this. We have a school at our church, and the school director there really came up behind us and propped us up and let us come into her school to learn how to teach and to learn what worked and what didn't work. And that was such a blessing that, we just wouldn't be where we are now with the teaching and a systematic way of doing things if she had not let us cut our baby teeth there.
Right.
And so that's really awesome.
And it's like such a huge statement to realize that, Kip, you've been focused on this or had this idea and this passion for almost 28 years.
Yeah, long time.
Almost.
Long
yeah.
time.
And then so it's taken, you can tell how much passion you have for all of this because it's been on your mind and you've had this focus for such a long time. And then at least over 5 years now to really bring it to where it is today. That's a huge amount of time to put into something.
Well, it was always I always wanted to be able to help kids. I love the idea of teaching a child something and seeing them kind of take ownership of it, and then they turn around and teach others themselves. I've seen children actually teach adults, which is really awesome.
It happens for sure.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they take an action and they don't think it through the way that we think it through. They still have that innocence.
Right. They don't overanalyze. They just go for it.
Exactly.
When you have a child look up at you and your eyes meet and they say, "This has been the best day of my life."
Aw.
Just because you're
That's
there.
powerful.
It was.
Or when you have a child wrap their arms around your waist and say, "I love you."
Aw.
I had a child yesterday tell me, "Thank you so much for coming to be with us." It's my favorite thing.
Aw. It's a simple sentence, and it means the world.
It really does. And we've had parents come and do testimonies and tell us, I noticed such a difference in my child. We had one parent come and say, "I can't get my kid to do her homework before her fun work. Can you help me with that?"
Yeah.
So we started saying at the end of every class, first do your homework, then do your fun work.
And then go play.
That's
right.
We have a little Safari Pal obsession with a few of our kids going on, which I love it. But
They could have worse obsessions, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
we were at the Asian festival, and we had a little boy come running up to us, "Kip Surfari, Kip Surfari."
Aw.
Of course, I'm just Kip Surfari's wife or Mrs. Surfari. They call me Mrs. Surfari.
That's so
Or
cute.
Or Kip Surfari's wife, as one little kid calls me. Okay. But
now, we'd only been with him 3 weeks.
we'd only been at the new school for 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks, yeah. And he came up, and his mom was, of course, taken aback that here's this. I mean, he's probably 6 or 7 year old little black boy running up to 2 white people at this festival
in the middle of downtown Shreveport.
Yeah.
She's like, "What?"
And he came running up and gave us a hug and brought his mom over to introduce his mother to us.
And he did. We had.
It was really cool.
We had the Howard the Halibut lesson. It teaches you to introduce yourself, and he introduced his mother to us, and we're like, "That's so cool."
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
And she says, "Well, who are they?" And he says, "Mom, they're the one that teach me how to be honest, how to tell the truth, to pick up trash, how to introduce myself." I mean, and
Which
we
we're really
just
excited because I'm
just
like,
a few
"Oh my
weeks
gosh,
ago."
one of them was listening."
Yes.
Sometimes
right.
you think you just talk all day and nobody's really hearing you. It's the same thing when you have kids. But we were like, "Oh my gosh, they hear us.
It was pretty
They're
cool
getting it."
to see this little boy telling his
That's
mom
amazing.
what he had been learning. So, and Mom was pretty proud of him for that
Yes.
too. So
And,
that's
and she when he started telling her that's what she recognized. Oh,
That's who they are. That's cool.
Or they call us the fish people.
The fish, that's so funny. Well, you probably have a lot of fish characters.
We
so.
do, and we have a science lesson. It's not just about character development and stuff. We I homeschooled for years and years, and so the teacher part of my brain, has to have a little more substance to it.
Yeah.
And so we have a little mini science lesson about every, when we do AIM in the albacore, we teach them about albacore.
Oh,
when
cool.
we do the macaroni penguin, we teach them about penguins.
That's
And
cool.
So
Every first and second grader at Atkins Elementary will tell you that an octopus has 3 hearts. We always give them
3 hearts and 8 arms.
Yeah,
I did not know
fact.
that. Well, I knew about the arms.
The kids love teaching the adults. So,
That's so
one
cool.
little girl always makes it a point to tell her father, who she never gets to stump, some new fact that she learned about that fish that he didn't know. So that's pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah, she came back the next week. He didn't know that. She was so
that's
excited.
so cute.
But at a different school, and we taught Ollie the octopus, how to keep your environment clean.
That's picking up trash.
Picking up the trash. When we talked about the 3 hearts and the 8 arms, as we were leaving, we like to speak to as many of them as we can personally. A little girl came up to me and she said, "The octopus is my new favorite animal." And I was like, "What? They're kind of weird." I'm like, "Why would the octopus be your new favorite animal?" And she said, "Because with 3 hearts and 8 arms, you can love a whole lot of people."
Oh my God.
I was like, "Okay, kill me, kid." I was just wrecked. I was a mess
was
after
pretty
that.
awesome.
I would have been in tears. I'm like tearing up right now. This is so cute.
Well, and we always reiterate that you can be a Surfari pal every single day. And I'm a big proponent for cleaning up the environment. So I always tell the kids, look, kiddos, no matter what, go ahead, make sure you pick up trash every day. And so they are focused on, if doing nothing else with Surfari Pals, they're picking up trash or our environment. I tell the kids, my goal with that is to have 1 million kids picking up 1 piece of trash a day. That's 1 million pieces of trash getting off our streets and schools and neighborhoods every day. Absolutely.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this segment of the Fitness Empowerment Podcast. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. And if you did and you want to listen to the full-length episodes, then please head on over to iTunes or SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Outcast, Google Play, Pocket Casts, and all the links will be in the description box below. And I can't wait to see you over on those other platforms for the complete episodes. Thanks so much, and I'll see y'all there. Bye.